Hello everyone, welcome to part 3 of Laravel API series, and in this video we are going to work on Laravel Post API. Okay, so in last video we have worked on Laravel Get API, and in Get API we have seen that we able to generate the JSON data whenever we want to output some data from the database. Okay, for the home page I have told you, like we can display the featured items or other items. Okay, so in Post API we can able to submit the data, okay, from the front end to back end, like in Android app. Assume this is the Android app, and here in user form, user sign up form, user want to submit some data. So whenever user will submit data, it will be saved in database, but it can't directly saved in database. We require the Laravel Post API, as we are working on the Laravel, so we require the Laravel Post API to save the data. Okay, so every time whenever we get the data from the third party or from the Android app to save in database, then Post API will help us to do that task. Okay, so this is the work of the Post API, and in this video we are going to save the user data. We will assume that the user data we will get from the Android app, and that we are going to save in our database, in our users table, with the help of Post API, and we will use the Postman once again. Okay, in last video we have seen that we have used the get method, and now we are going to use the post method for getting the data from other sources that we can save. Okay, so I will add one more here. I will use the post method, but first of all I am going to create the route like we have created in the last video. Okay, so this is the api.php. In api.php I am going to create the another route that will be the post route. Okay, so we are going to post the data, so that's why I'm going to add the post route here, and I will just name it like add users. Okay, so here I will once again will add the function in API controller, and I will make the function like add users. Okay, so I assume that the data that I will get in post, I am going to pick that data and will save in the database. Okay, so for that I am writing this API, and every time if you will work on Android app as a backend developer, so you need to write such kind of APIs. Okay, we can also say endpoints. Okay, these are the endpoints, these are the APIs that we write for the front end developer. Okay, so this is the work of the backend developer. So if you are the backend developer, PHP backend developer, or Laravel backend developer, then this will really help you. Okay, so here we will add the route like this, add user API controller. Now we are going to create this function, but here also we need to add this one, so that we can connect. In Laravel 8 we required full source, so that so we are required to add this one, but we can do one more thing. We can create one namespace here. We can add it commonly for all, like we will add namespace like we have done in earlier on Laravel e-commerce series as well. Here we will add the namespace, spelling is correct, namespace. Okay, so this one I am going to add there like this. We will add it in group. Okay, so here I will add function. I will do like this. So I will add these both inside this group. Okay, I will add like this, and this is not required now. Okay, so we have added in group, so these are not required. Now it looks more clear. Okay, like this. So we have the post method API, and now we are going to add the function here, public function here, add user, Okay, so same like we have done in the Laravel website, here also we are going to get posted data, going to receive the posted data like this, and here we will add if $request is method post, and here $user data $request, we will take input here to get the data, and here we are going to print the data. First of all, we are going to check whether the data is coming fine from the API or not. Okay, fine. So we are going to use the Postman now, and see, we don't have Android app right now, and we don't have any other source, any other third party software that can help us to create the Post API. So that's why the Postman, if you have not installed Postman, then you must install Postman, because there are many apps we are going to do. You are going to see a lot of apps, we are going lot of APIs we are going to do now. So do install this Postman so that we can test our APIs. We will take the help of Postman to test our APIs. Okay, so here in Post, we are going to create the Post API here, like we have created here. So here also I'm going to copy this one, and see, we have already created its name here. So we are going to, it is add users, so API add users, so it will be API add users like this. Okay, so make sure here we are using the Post. Second thing is, this is our Laravel URL that we are running on. Okay, this is the port. Okay, so make sure that you have entered the corrected URL, Laravel URL. After that, API will surely come, as we have added the route in api.php. So API will always come. API is prefixed. Okay, and here you can see that we have not prefixed anything, but API will come here. Okay, as it is prefixed automatically. So after that, add users is our route, Post route. So that's why we have selected here Post this time. Okay, so now there are two ways to post. So first of all, we are going to see here, we will select the body here. Okay, so in body itself there are two ways. One is the form data. We are going to assume here we are going to add the fields that may be similar to the Android app, like front end developer will add in HTML form in Android. Okay, so here we are going to write. After that, we will also take help of raw data in JSON format, but first of all I'm going to use the form data. Okay, so here like in table, users table that we have created and added user last time. Okay, so I'm going to add the users here, name, email and password. These three things I'm going to add. So here I'm going to add name. So make sure I'm going to make it empty first of all. Okay, so let's make it empty. Yeah, so here value Amit, and after that email amit@uofmail.com. After that password. So password we are going to send 1 2 3 4 5 6, that we are going to decrypt. Okay, in Laravel. Okay, so see, I am going to click on send, and I expect that output, it's going to show the output as we are printing the output here. So let's see, I'm clicking on send and it is showing error. I'm going to check that why the error is coming. Make sure everything is correct. We can also click on preview and you can see the 404 not found. Okay, so it is saying that I think our Laravel is not running, so that's why the error is coming. We need to run our Laravel API services new terminal at folder PHP artisan sub. You know how to run your Laravel project if you are in Windows or any other operating system. Okay, PHP artisan sub. Now we are going to check once again. Click on send and see the error message, add users does not exist. Okay, so here the function name is incorrect, add users, here it must be add users. So I'm going to correct it and we'll try again, and see the output is coming in array. That is perfect. Okay, we are getting the output, correct output. Now we can able to add the data like we used to add in website as well. So I'm going to add like $user, new user, $user name equal to $user data name and email after that password. So here we are going to use the bcrypt because we want to bcrypt the password before saving in Laravel. We require to bcrypt the password, so we will do like this. After that we can save. Okay, now we require to send the output as well back to the API, because we want to show the user that his code has been successful or not. So for that we will use, like I have shown you there also, return response. In get also we have done like this, return response, but there we are sending the users data. We are putting the users JSON data in users object, but here we need to output the success message. Okay, response JSON, and in JSON we are going to print, we are going to pass, we are going to output the success message here, user added successfully, user added successfully. Okay, like this. So now we are going to check here. I am going to comment this one, and now let's see. I am going to click on send, and here you can see the message is coming, user added successfully. Okay, so here you can see we able to add the user successfully, and we will check in database now that the entry has come or not. And here you can see the entry has come up as well. Amit at the rate of Mail is email, and the password you can see the bcrypted hash form, and that password is 123456. Okay, so we able to add the entry in our database. Okay, so this is the way that you can use the Postman and see everything we have done. We have assumed this is the same thing that the Android developer will do in his Android app. Okay, he is going to tell you to create the API, and this URL you will give to Android developer. Okay, and here see, this is the offline, but here whatever your website name will come up here. Okay, and these kind of APIs you are going to give to Android developer, this one or this one. Okay, so all these APIs, it's the responsibility of the backend developer, Laravel developer, to provide such kind of APIs. Okay, so you must know about all this. So there is another way. So this is the one way, and now there is the another way. Okay, so we can use the raw data also, raw data JSON format, select JSON here. Okay, and we can create the JSON data here. So now see, you are going to get the data, going to get posted data from some third party that you want to save in database. So at that time they will provide you one post URL. In that post URL, whenever you will hit that post URL, they are going to send you some data that you want to save in your database. Okay, so that's why JSON data is also important. So here I'm going to show you that how you can work on it. Simple enough. here we are going to like this one, then name, here name will come Amit, then email will come, here I'm going to take another email amit100@yahoo.com, and after that password will come. This is the JSON data 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so first of all I'm going to check whether the data is coming fine. So always debug your code like this. Okay, so if the data is coming as JSON data, then you need to do it like this one. Sometimes you are required to post the JSON data like this. Okay, so I'm going to click on send and we'll see the output. See, the output is coming like this. Okay, so in this way also the output is coming here. Okay, so you can enter this output. So now we can comment and we'll try to save the data here. Once again I'm going to click on send and see user added successfully, and we are going to check now. So this is done, and you can see the amit100@yahoo.com password has been registered, has been saved, inserted in the database in our table users. Okay, so you can post the data like this also, and so there are two ways, form data as well as the JSON data. Okay, you can post it like this. Okay, so sometimes the third party tells you to use the headers also. Okay, so these headers we will do later on, but I will just give you the overview of these headers. Like the content type is JSON, they will they tell you that that you have to make its content type like JSON, because they are sending the JSON data that you need to save. So you need to select sometimes content type as application JSON. Okay, as JSON data is coming up. Okay, so like this you may require to use the header also, and also authorization key and other security for security of the apps. Okay, so that all we will do in future videos. Here we can add the authorization, encryption keys, bearer, etc. That will help us to make our API secure. Okay, so for big website we need to secure our APIs as well. It's our responsibility, and we will install the Postman as well in future videos. So many things we are going to do in future videos. We are going to add the validations as well. Okay, so step by step we are going to do many things in APIs. We will go deeply in API that you will not see anywhere on internet. Okay, that much. Okay, so see here, we will do one more API, one more post API in next video. I'm going to send the multiple data. Okay, if the third party is sending you the multiple JSON data, or we can say the multiple records. Okay, so you want to save the multiple records, like if third party is sending you 3-4 records at time. Okay, or Android app, there is the bulk registration. Okay, something like this, bulk data, bulk records are coming to you. So in that time we will not do like this, we will do in some other way. Here we will add the array of JSON data, and we will do in for each loop. So that all we are going to do in our next video. So stay tuned for next video. Okay, you are going to learn many new things. Okay, so if anything is not clear, you can surely ask me. So stay tuned for next video. That's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.